Live.
All right, everybody, we should be live. We are the Madison Area Public Library District gang here to talk about holiday movies.
Holiday movie time.
Yay!
Very exciting.
All right.
Hi to some people who are watching. I don't know who's watching. I can't see your names, but say hi.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Happy holidays.
Thank you for joining us.
Library.
All right, so we have a couple of things we want to talk about. The main thing we have publicized is A Christmas Story. That's one of the ones that is replayed after replayed for 24 hours on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve.
It really is.
Absolutely. And we'd love to talk about that movie. It sets the mood for today, and we'll be talking about that, our favorite parts of that movie, along with the top 10 holiday movies by a couple of different lists, and also the top 10 animated movies and our personal favorite holiday movies.
That's
Which
right.
which we're kind of all like not in a complete understanding of what a holiday movie is.
Correct.
We
Well,
are
some of us are in more of an understanding than others.
Agree to disagree, mostly with you, Maria, I think.
Yeah,
So,
I'm the oddball that's not being agreed with. So
Right.
if whoever's watching right now, if you guys want to let us know what you think is considered a holiday movie, does that take place during Christmas? Does it have to be a feel-good movie? Does it have to be a Christmas tree? You know, different things. Could it be an action movie? You know, is it always
Christmas?
is it more than just Christmas? You know, is it about a message, a theme?
Right.
So let us know in the comments, and I will post up your comment below. So yeah, we can definitely get into the top 10 holiday movies, and then we can go into our personals. So this first list was actually, I have two lists, one from Rotten Tomatoes, which everybody knows is like the big movie one. If they score it, it has better ratings. If not, they get a tomato thrown at it. So, and I also have Esquire, which was one of the top ones that popped up in a Google search.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I had some questions about Rotten Tomatoes choices.
I did
they
too.
make weird choices. They always have
I was
they
kind of
make
like,
choices.
really?
I
Yeah,
think it depends
I
on what
really did
their
too.
mood is that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's
So
showing up to work.
So number 10 from Esquire is going to be A Christmas Carol, the 1950s.
No,
Okay.
no. Number 10. Oh, wait, Esquire?
Esquire,
Okay.
Yep.
yeah.
I got the wrong one.
Yeah, number 10. And then
Oh,
on Rotten Tomatoes, it was Carol. And I've never even seen that movie.
Lisa's like, no.
It is set during Christmas time, and it's about the relationship that starts between two women that's set in the 1950s.
Ah.
And it has Kate Blanchett and Mara Rooney in it.
Oh,
Is it as a
okay.
movie? Is it a good
That
movie?
kind of movie,
I
ooh.
haven't seen it.
Well, it's a movie, but it's not a Christmas movie. Just as she's shopping for gloves where Kate Mara works, where Rooney Mara works, don't make it a Christmas movie.
I see that. So let's go back to the Christmas Carol original remake. Scrooge for me is one of the best remakes of A Christmas Carol with Bill Murray I've ever seen. It's just comical.
The one I just checked out.
Yeah, don't say anything because she hasn't watched it yet.
We're not gonna talk about it, but it's one of the best.
It is one of the best.
Yes,
It's
yes.
one of the best renditions.
Yes.
So I'm happy that
Well, we might be talking about it.
Yeah, that one's definitely one of the best. And I was surprised to see it so low on the list here.
Yeah.
And it didn't even make it the Rotten Tomatoes list.
I know.
That's because we just talked about
People. I know.
But Carol did. What?
I know. Yeah. Carol Kane as the ghost of Christmas Past. I don't think there's ever been a better one. With her little fairy wings. And wait till you see it, Alicia. We'll talk when you get back.
Okay. We have a post Christmas movie talk because
It is hilarious.
It is
Hilarious.
So coming in at number 9 on Esquire is somebody's favorite, one of the favorites, The Muppet Christmas Carol. And then on Rotten Tomatoes was another movie that I've never seen before, Meet Me in St. Louis from 1944.
All right. I got another problem.
I'll never
Once
see
again, I can see why that makes that list because that has the big Judy Garland number of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
I have seen that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why.
So that's
However,
back to
that is like
Mary.
10 minutes of the movie where they're when she's singing to her little sister about that tender moment. But the rest of it is about having a good time in St. Louis. Now her family's got to move to New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
No.
Those are the criteria of how much of Christmas has to be part of a movie for it to be Christmas.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I guess that's the way to put it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Oh, we have a comment from Kim. So it says best Christmas Carol movies from 1938 original Regina Owen, very old school, but one of her favorites.
You know what? I
Carol.
like that one.
Oh,
Right.
look at
That's a good one.
Judy Garland. Yes.
Judy Garland definitely with the
Judy
movie
Garland with Wizard of Oz. She loves her some Judy Garland.
Yes, we all know Kim does like Judy Garland.
Who can't love Judy Garland? So who?
That is
I mean,
true.
I
That
love
is true.
her.
Right.
We love
Me
her.
too.
We even love Liza Minnelli because of that. So I mean, just be honest about it. Because of who her mother was, we love her. So, but that's how
So going back to the list, we got Esquire's number 8 goes back to just because it's Christmas, is it really a Christmas movie? So Bad Santa is, some people don't like it, some people really do love it. It's like one of those cult classics that people would come to like. Number 8 on the Rotten Tomatoes is Little Women.
Again,
Another one she said.
there where it is about Christmas. It takes place at Christmas time when they have to get to father who's been hurt. He's in the hospital. But you know what? They hit all 4 seasons in that
I was
movie.
gonna say a lot of movies standard. You could go
So why isn't it a 4th of July movie?
Seasons.
Eventually, they were going to get to Christmas.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
No.
And I like Little Women. I mean, who
Me
wouldn't
too.
like it? As a woman, we like the story, of course. But
Exactly. And I have liked all versions of that movie.
Yeah.
However, and I gotta say, I really like Bad Santa because it's kind of twisted,
Yes.
but I would not call it a holiday movie.
Yeah.
I mean, can you really watch it around the little children, around the
Right,
Christmas tree? No,
No.
not at all. Not at all.
No.
All right,
But
so
I
we got.
mean, Bad Santa was created for holidays. I remember
It was.
when it came out,
Right.
Right, it was,
It's gonna be so
true.
funny. It was okay. I was disappointed though. I thought it was gonna be better.
Yeah, definitely. So number 7 we have.
At his top game at that point, so we were all like waiting to see what he was gonna do next.
Was he really ever at the top of his game?
Of his
Right.
game, yes, I'm sure. Now of the game, no. But of this, I'm hopeful of his game. I mean, yeah, he pulled Angelina Jolie, so I'm sure he was top.
That's
of his
true.
game.
That's
Like
true.
something right off his bucket list.
That's true.
Did it? Yeah.
All right, so at number 7 on Esquire, we got Miracle on 34th Street, which is the original. And number 7 on Rotten Tomatoes, we have The Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm gonna say both of them are pretty. I mean, those have to make the list. Miracle on 34th Street has to make a list. It really does. It's a classic movie. It's that movie that you have to watch. It makes you want to go to New York. It makes you want to stay on 34th Street. It makes you want to go to like the plaza.
It's about Christmas. It's about Santa. It's about believing.
Yeah. And for me, The Night Before Christmas is about people who never understood Christmas and fall in love with something that's beautiful in itself, that's whimsical and it's pure and it's innocent. And I just love that it takes place right after Halloween, but it builds you right into Christmas.
Exactly.
That's like a real cult classic. That came out. I don't tell my age.
Oh, yeah.
I was in high school when that came out.
Came out in 91.
My cousin and I, my cousin and I were like, we were dating guys. We were like, take us to see Nightmare Before Christmas, and then we like zoned them out the whole time. And I know we ran to Burger King and got watches because Burger King came out.
Yes,
Nightmare
they have watches.
So I remember loving the movie because of who couldn't love Jack Skellington. We loved him. We were like, oh, he's so cool. He's just, and I'm glad that he's finally realizing what Christmas is about. And we even, the little kids, we like them, and it was a good segue movie. So I consider it a Christmas. I do consider it Christmas. It's one of my top 10.
I definitely couldn't watch it when it came out because I was 4.
No.
It would be scary.
It would have freaked me out, I'm sure, because everything freaked me out at 4. So
Right.
Yeah. Well, Tim Burton's goal apparently is to freak us out, and that's why Maria loves him.
That is Tim Burton, right? Exactly.
I mean, I told Tiffany Edward Scissorhands killed me. I couldn't. I had to be an adult to rewatch it. I'm not lying. I was grown. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this.
That was the first movie Dave and I went to see together.
Oh wow!
Did you leave holding hands? Like what?
No, I didn't like it.
Kim said that her kids worn out the video.
For which one?
Nightmare Before Christmas or Miracle?
I believe it.
I'm going to say Nightmare.
I'm gonna say Nightmare. Probably Nightmare.
I'm going to say Edward Scissorhands.
All right. So at number 6 for Esquire, we have Scrooge. And on Rotten Tomatoes, we have How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the animated original, which is a classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
I think that could be higher up.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe not Scrooge. I don't know. I'm not so big on it. But How the Grinch Stole Christmas, that definitely needs to be.
That should be higher.
Yeah.
Especially the original ones. The other ones have not, I don't think, hit the mark of the first one.
No.
Something about the first one's heart that the other ones just don't seem to have.
Yeah.
No. I like the fact that
Hi, Charlotte.
stories.
If you want to leave a comment, you can leave a comment underneath and we'll go ahead and mention you in our discussion. Go ahead and just leave a comment.
You can just comment for us. Yeah, we can comment
Yeah.
at this point.
And she did say Nightmare.
Nightmare. Okay.
Yeah. So what was shocking to me is that on the Esquire's top 10, How the Grinch Stole Christmas original animated movie did not make the list.
Right.
So that's a big one. That's huge. I mean, that gets passed just as much as Charlie Brown does on television around this
Not
time.
really. You know, that's why it gets a little fancy at times.
Yeah.
So
Well, it makes you wonder, who's actually voting on each of the lists.
That's what I was wondering.
Well, Rotten Tomatoes was scores. It was accumulative scores on that. And Esquire was, I think they did a poll.
Right. So, depending on who you polled.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
So on number 5, we have a big all-time favorite on Esquire, Home Alone. And then on, another one of those weird movies.
Is it one of my top? No.
Yeah. I like it. It's just one of those, I don't know.
I can't watch it every year. I can skip a couple years, and
I
then it's
really
a music again.
Jean says Rudolph and Frosty, the stop motion animation ones, those were classic. I love them.
Definitely, Gene.
Yep.
Definitely,
Yeah.
Gene, because those are classics.
Right.
You can't, when those get put away, we all get sad. When they come
And
on,
then we
we're
got-
like, "Oh, it's
You know what, though?
Christmas."
I think maybe part of that is those probably are more viewed as kids' movies.
Yes. I'm looking at the
Stop
comment
it,
too.
sir.
I'm looking at that
We're
comment.
All right, you want to have this conversation, sir?
Yeah, we're all like, okay.
I mean, to be honest, they look super cute in the tree. They do look cute and menacing, but just don't put water on them.
Cute. The story's great. It's a good Halloween story. They threw in Christmas to give us a little bit of joy because it could probably freak out little kids and make them scared at some point. I don't see it as a Christmas movie. I don't see it.
Exactly. And I wouldn't say that it has stood the test of time, actually. I think it is a movie of its time, of the 80s.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really kind of
They
moved
could have almost made
forward.
another one, right? I was like, they could have.
Well, haven't they? Haven't they made like 2 or 3 of them?
They made 2. So I mean,
Yeah.
they made another. They could've
And
made
they're actually rebooting it, so it's actually coming out with a new one too.
Oh my God! Given today's technology
wow.
and uber violence,
because some of the reboots. Okay, my
Right.
knees are shaking.
it will probably be pretty evil. I
Wow.
think Maria's very happy.
New Chucky? Oh. No,
A follow-up to the Gremlins comment was that it's a Christmas gift.
Ooh.
Oh, Gizmo was a Christmas gift. Yes, that is true.
Oh.
He was.
Right. And they didn't follow the warnings that came with the label.
Because who reads
Right.
warnings? Nobody reads
no
on
one.
Christmas. You're just like this.
And
Oh,
they had a
this is cute.
sweet,
Exactly, they fed him.
song to lure you into feeding him. He was like dressed up in a cute, cozy outfit.
Well, yeah.
It's
The,
a little
the original Baby Yoda. That's what it was.
Yep, exactly.
Oh.
All right, so we got number 4. We have White Christmas, and we also have Holiday Inn in 1942.
That's because it's the same movie, but one's in black and white.
Okay, so again. Okay, so
They were
White
actually,
Christmas,
I mean, White Christmas
went
was,
and
kind of,
saw
was
that
a
last
remake of
year.
Holiday Inn.
before things kind of changed, that we went to see that on Broadway in Chicago.
Wasn't it beautiful though?
I took my son. I took my
It was
daughter.
really good.
It was a great show. I have
It
to
was.
admit, I didn't watch the movie on Netflix after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
And check out our Netflix. We have Netflix down at the library on the road.
we do.
Okay,
Yep.
And White Christmas is still on it.
It is still on it, and it's
I watched
worth a
it.
watch. It's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
And I never would have known because I never
Right.
watched it
Yeah.
until last year.
And Rosemary Clooney is the star, and that's George Clooney's aunt.
Oh,
Oh wow.
I didn't know that. Did not know that.
Yep.
All right, so we'll go over the top 3 on each list, and then we'll go over our favorites.
Okay.
All right.
Top 3 on Esquire, and number 3 was A Christmas Story, which we're here to talk about.
Yep.
Number 2 was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and
Oh,
number one, It's a Wonderful Life, the original. Do you guys agree?
Oh.
I gotta agree with that. You know, you see me.
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
love
crap.
It's a Wonderful Life. I know you all hate
See, White Christmas. White
but I
Christmas is
have
a good one.
I have to talk you all into why it's so good.
That's very true too. That does have some scenes that are kind of
Exactly. And they actually cut some out that had blackface in it.
yeah. See, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cute movie. I did see that movie.
Alien Express. What is that?
It's like, you know how, okay, so Netflix also came out with this movie like last year called Claus. Did you all see
Yes.
the animated movie? And
I haven't seen it yet.
It's a cute movie. It's worth a watch. It's actually a cute movie. But then it's like, then they had some movie about Angela's Ashes, that movie with the little girl. You know, every other day they're coming with a movie. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, fortunately, which is great for us, thank you Hallmark and everybody that's giving us these movies. It's hard to keep up with them, so it makes you like getting your list together of your favorites a little harder. So I think we tend to stick with classics.
Right.
And Rotten Tomatoes had Miracle on 34th Street as number 3, number 2, which was A Charlie Brown's Christmas, and 1, It's a Wonderful Life too. So number 1 topped that.
So let me explain my booing to It's a Wonderful Life. For years, I loved It's a Wonderful Life until I became a librarian. And then when you see the nightmare that George is living in the second half of the movie,
yes,
and Mary is what? In his nightmare, she is a librarian with glasses, a tight bun, screaming, afraid in the crowd. And that's the nightmare, that she's a librarian?
Well,
I feel like that's a little right. Have you seen a librarian lately?
All of us that are like
was running towards her. He was a raving lunatic. Now that would scare anybody. Now,
no, but still, look at how she is dressed.
Yeah, it's true.
Look how she is dressed. She's not dressed like that in the real life. In her real life, she's beautiful and
nose. She didn't have to think about George and his brother. You know,
well, then she would have been more attractive in the nightmare life. Worrying about her crazy in-laws, worrying about her husband keeping a job. She works on her own. She gets her own money. No, I think she's better off in the nightmare life. Thank you.
Yep, I agree. I agree with Lisa.
I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think her life as a librarian was bad.
That's what I'm saying. But what A Wonderful Life was saying, without George, she has a horrible life. Her life would have turned out to be a librarian by herself.
See, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
Mary's life was either way. This movie was about George's life. So fortunately for George, he married Mary. But who knows what her wonderful life? We need to see another movie. It might be a whole other movie if we get to see Mary's wonderful life.
Well, what I'm saying is what George Capper is saying in the 1950s, without being married and having a man to take care of her, she's living a sad, lonely life as a librarian.
One lonely tear.
Exactly, one lonely tear.
Make sure you're educated so you can stay home and make TV dinners.
Right. So I like the beginning of the movie. I like the end of the movie. It's the middle of the movie.
It teaches you though the appreciation of how your life works out the way it does. And who couldn't like Clarence? Who wouldn't like? He looked like an escaped mental patient.
Yes, he did.
Oh my God.
An angel.
Yeah. All right. So, do you guys want to do your top 5 movies? Or do you want to want me to go down the animated list real quick to show our viewers which ones are the top animated?
Go ahead and do the animated one. That would be
knock them all out.
So in case anybody out there is looking for more animated movies to watch with your family, these are the top 10 movies according to IMDb ratings. So this is going to be the ratings that the people and all the users score it. So it's the highest ratings on IMDb. Number 10 is the classic Frosty the Snowman. Number 9 is the Christmas Carol, the old, very Walt Disney-like drawn 1971 version. Very beautiful drawn. Number 8 is The Year Without Santa Claus. This one was actually really sad. I remember watching this. That movie is super sad, but it's a great one. So if you guys haven't seen that one, definitely watch that one. Yeah. Number 7 is called The Small One. I saw this once. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember it, but I saw pictures of it, and it's decent. Number 6 is A Nightmare Before Christmas. Number 5 is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the classic. Yep.
Right.
Number 4 is Mickey's Christmas Carol.
There you go, Alicia.
Yep. Number 3 is The Snowman. Number 2 is
that's beautiful.
The Snowman.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's really nice. Number 2 is A Charlie Brown Christmas, the classic one, and of course, number 1 coming in very strong is How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
You're a mean one.
We got one more animated movie. Klaus is a beautifully animated movie. That's the one you said on Netflix.
I just saw that a couple days ago. So good.
That is a good movie.
It was.
Yeah.
Underrated. I think it's not getting the amount of attention it should get.
All right. So who wants to go first on our top? If you guys don't have 5, you guys can do top 3 holiday movies.
I made it 5.
You made it 5? Okay.
I guess that's what we're doing.
And then you could give a quick little shout out of why, if you think it's controversial, why you think it's a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Oh my
God. We know you're preluding for your talk, apparently.
That's right.
I gotta build up the argument, okay? I gotta build it up.
All right.
We gotta shout out Home Alone. That's a great movie. We talked about that. That came in at number 7, I think it was.
Yeah.
It made the top 10, so that definitely is a good one.
Yep.
All right, so Lisa, go ahead. Go first.
All right. I'll start with number 5. This shows maybe my dark side. It's The Ref with Dennis Leary. If you have never seen that movie, it is a deeply disturbing look at a dysfunctional family's Christmas Eve. And Dennis Leary, who comes to rob them, gets caught in their craziness. And it's probably one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Yeah. Sorry he ever chose that house to rob. Let's see. Then I have Scrooged with Bill Murray, Carol Kane. Love it. Love it. Watch it every year. Number 3, I have A Christmas Story. And I'm going to tie this one with Elf.
Okay.
I love them both. Watch Elf every time it comes on because Will Ferrell, I am not his biggest fan, but he is just so joyful. As
Bye, buddy. Bye, buddy. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
My favorite part is when he's working in the mail room.
Gives his dad the lingerie.
Yeah, but he says, I never thought of putting syrup. So he says, give me some of that syrup.
Yeah. That movie is just so funny.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I believe also that Mr. Billingsley from A Christmas Story was part of that production also, behind the scenes. Oh, I think he works with Vince Vaughn as well as, who was the director there? Guy who did Iron Man and the Avengers movies.
Got another
Chef. What's his name? John Favreau.
Mm-hmm, yes.
He's part of the Favreau movie making team.
The fantastic movie making team. The one and only movie making team.
Yeah. Number 2, I have Miracle on 34th Street, the black and white with Natalie Wood, Maureen O'Hara. I love that movie. Again, it's heartwarming. It talks about belief and family. And my top one, maybe silly, but I absolutely love A Muppet's Christmas Carol. It tells the story, but it does it in a way that's charming and lovely and not so deep and dark. Especially, did you see the newest one that they did with Mr. Guy Pearce last year on TNT? No. That may have been the darkest production I've ever seen, and this one was really
I kind of stopped watching when Disney
not
made
a
it,
Christmas
like,
movie
2000
at all. They
Christmas
took this to
Carol,
a place that
kinda
it just, I don't know, felt like, ooh, this was not Christmassy at all. Ooh. So that's my top.
All right.
Yeah. I
All
watched
right.
maybe like in a depth of winter in January or February.
Your favorites. You agree with Lisa?
Yep. Let us know which ones you agree with, you don't agree with. Think she has a good list. All right, Tiffany, go ahead.
All right. So here's me. So I have like top 5, but really I really got the top 3. And I'll go with 2 honorable mentions. So I love Christmas movies. Okay, so I'm a Christmas person, and I like Christmas is out all of December, but January 1st is over. But I do. This is my son. He'll tell you I overkill Christmas for Christmas. But my number 3, third one would have to be, if I had to make a pick, I think I would have to honestly pick The Grinch. The Grinch is it's like a movie I have to watch every year. So the classic, of course, but I'm gonna go ahead and just let you guys chew me out. I kind of like these new ones that they're making because they're telling the story of why he became the Grinch.
The Grinch, yeah.
I gotta admit it, because at first I was like, Jim Carrey, don't you do this? And then I watched it, and then I was like, okay, I kind of see it. And then I saw the animated one last year. They came out last year.
Yeah.
And I kind of like them. But
it was cute.
I like that one better than the Jim Carrey one.
I like the new animated one. It was cute. Yeah. And I like Jim Carrey, but it's
not in the Grinch.
The little kid Grinch story. And I like that because it lets us know that as a kid, I would be like, why is he so angry? I mean, we knew about Grumpy Smurf and Grumpy everything is upset, but like, why was he upset? So now we kind of got a background, and I liked it. But number 2 for me, it'd be A Christmas Story. And if I had some glasses, but I'm one of the people that will watch it for 20. If it's on for 24 hours, I would fall in at any hour of the day and pick up and watch it and walk away and then come back and watch it. Like, I love the fact that you're doing this, TNT. Thank you. Mm-hmm. But my number 1 is everybody's number 1 because it's the best Christmas movie of all time.
Everybody's.
It's a wonderful ride, especially this year. This is a year where a lot of people are probably going through a whole evaluation of, things could be different. And we are seeing people have different lives unfolding in front of us of everything that's going on. So I like it because it kind of reminds everyone or who's watching it to remember things that happen in your life may possibly happen for a reason. And, you gotta take the good. You get the
right,
good,
girl. Because you got COVID for a reason. You got kicked out of his house for a reason.
Fired for a reason.
Job for a reason.
For a reason. You're the economy is failing.
There's got to be a reason.
We don't want to Brexit. This is the reason. These are reasons.
We don't want to Brexit.
My luck sucks or something like that. And this may help them realize to see, life is full of ups and downs. It really is. This is just a good movie. It's a heartfelt movie. The one who's playing, I'm losing his name, George Bailey.
Yeah. Jimmy Stewart.
Yes, Jimmy Stewart. Jimmy Stewart played the same character almost in every movie, like Denzel Washington.
I don't know. He was in a lot of westerns.
I loved him in this movie. I was like, I like it. And I watch it every year. And I played a white elephant game with co-workers one time, and they had it on VHS, and I went through nails and fire to get it. I'm like, I'll trade you this movie. So I really like the movie a lot. So
wrong.
So we'll talk about
that's right. It's the best.
My
honorable mention is a movie called This Christmas. It came out a few years ago.
I like that movie.
It stars a young Chris Brown and my favorite actor, Delroy Lindo. He has the same birthday as my son and Mickey Mouse, surprisingly. But it's a fun movie. I like it a lot. And I had another honorable mention, and I like the remake. The original is okay, but I like the remake. The Preacher's Wife. Do you all remember the one that we used?
I remember. The Bishop's Wife with Cary Grant and Loretta Young. Yeah.
So I like The Preacher's Wife. I like the remake.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was when Whitney was starting acting.
Yes.
And I gotta remember, at some points, Lionel Richie's voice it took a terrible turn in that movie. I didn't understand what was going on with that. But the overall story, the kids made it cute. Denzel played his same role he usually plays, but it worked out. It worked out in this movie. Somehow he believed he was an angel that somehow fell in love with Whitney Houston. But it was a cute movie. I mean, have I seen it more than I will watch. I will watch it when it's not Christmas too. So that makes me know that I like it for a Christmas movie. Because if I catch it on TV, I'll watch it.
Okay.
So that's mine.
All right. Leave your comments about Tiff's picks in our little comment box, and we'll put them up. All right, Alicia, your turn.
All right. I'm going to do it like she did. I like that. I'll do my honorable mentions. I'll do it with honorable mentions. So my number 3 is Home Alone. Most of my movies on here are actually animated. That's the only one where actually a movie.
They're good animated Christmas movies. You can't leave them.
Well, I mean, it just has a lot to do with how I grew up. I mainly watched animated ones. So, and these are all ones that I can watch over and over again,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I enjoyed Elf, but I don't know how often I would watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So, number 2.
Christmas.
Yeah, I might watch it with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the animation, the original stop motion.
Classic.
Yeah.
I just love that Island of Misfit Toys. Like, that's
So
bad.
Yeah.
That is
the
so
king
cute.
is
I really like everything that studio produced, actually, because they did some Easter things and they did a whole bunch of. They did some really beautiful animation, actually.
They really did.
Yeah.
It was between that one and the Santa Claus one because I love
the
the show guy.
see
He
where
was
you're-
one
it's
in
hard
front
to
of the
pick.
other song.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So my number 1 is Disney Mickey's Christmas Carol. That's one we definitely watched every year. My mom's obsessed with it. I mean,
It's a
every
sweet
year.
movie. It's sweet.
And I don't even know if she has it on DVD. I think she might only have it on VHS. So I'm going to buy it for her to see. Because I'm pretty sure she don't have it. But if she does, I'm going to be salty.
So that she can see, so she can.
So that means I have to take it back. My honorable mentions are The Grinch, So Christmas, the original animation, and Charlie Brown Christmas. Because we also watch that every year.
Yeah.
I watch Charlie Brown Christmas every year. Jack Frost.
Which one? See, Rudolph also did a Jack Frost.
Yes.
Yeah,
Jack Frost was Michael Keaton. Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think I like all the Jack Frost.
Mr. Freeze. Love it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, with the He Miser, let's talk about it.
He's
Mr.
White Christmas.
Let's talk about
Yes, love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
All right. I will wait. I will do my quick little list. My list is
Go down.
short.
There we go.
It's very short.
Get ready. I know we're all ready for you, Maria.
A little background. I did have a Tim Burton themed wedding, so 3 of my movies are Tim Burton movies.
3 out of 5 or 3 out of 3?
I got 5.
Tim Burton Christmas movies?
No, actually there is. I mean, because 3 of them are Tim Burton movies. So the number 5 would be Edward Scissorhands because they don't really talk about it, but there's trees all at the ending. And for me, the Ice Snow song is when I walk down to the wedding. So it reminds me of Christmas. It just is one of those things where they're in California, they don't get snow, but he created snow, and I love just the elements of that.
Out by it. But the truth of the movie is, that's a beauty. Now the cinematography beautiful.
Yes, it's beautiful.
They did do amazing things.
The soundtrack is beautiful too. Yeah, Danny Elfman's really good at doing soundtracks. So for me, those are kind of like one of those movies where somebody said like Harry Potter. I know Harry Potter is not one of those movies that takes place in Christmas, but it's one of those movies that makes you feel like Christmas. So Edward Scissorhands does have Christmas in it. That's my number 5.
Because they're released at Christmas to make the most amount of money.
Yeah, exactly. Just like half the Star Wars movies are released.
Exactly.
So then my number 4 is actually Batman Returns, which is another Tim Burton movie.
Lisa.
She's raging inside.
I mean, like, look at there's big presents. There's like 3 Christmas trees. They're about Christmas. They're celebrating Christmas. There's penguins everywhere. It's Christmas.
There's penguins everywhere because the penguin is in the movie.
As much as I love you, she just loves penguins, America.
It really does.
Right.
I can't agree with it. I refuse to agree
But
with that.
like I said, at the end, Alfred does say, "Merry Christmas, Bruce Wayne." It takes place during Christmas. I am going to stick to my guns. It's a Christmas movie. Number
You watch
3,
every year?
actually, I do.
Oh wow.
Especially about the mistletoe.
Sorry.
Mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it, but a kiss can be deadlier if you mean it. It's a whole thing of mistletoe. It's so
I'm
classic.
quoting that creepy movie.
It's a good movie. All right. So, so I'm gonna go back to normal. My number 3 is Nightmare Before Christmas, of course, with the zero hat. Number 2 is Charlie Brown's. I like both of them. It's a Christmas. Charlie Brown. It's Christmas time again. Charlie Brown. People missed that one. It's hilarious. I love Peppermint Patty in that one. She's just in a little sheep outfit for a play. It's adorable.
Yeah.
That's the second one. If you haven't seen it, I'm so glad that Apple has put it back on television for everybody to see it because I know people were crushed. So it is back on television, everybody.
Yeah.
I
It's
on
crushing that they only come on once a year. Where you're like,
Yeah.
wow. And or like a Tuesday, and you
Yeah.
miss it, and you're like, what happened?
Yes, this year.
And then my number 1, which we'll be talking about in a few seconds, is A Christmas Story because I am Ralphie. I would shoot my eye out like an idiot.
No one
And,
gave
you know,
Maria a BB gun for Christmas.
no, I am that person.
Deal.
I had a bunch of boys growing up as my cousins, and those are like my flick, and everybody, we would get into trouble all the time. I am that kid. Ralphie is me without the siblings. I love Ralphie.
Poor Ralphie. Yeah.
Poor Ralphie.
All right, guys. Leave some comments. We have some, I don't know from the library who's commenting on it, but somebody's using, one of our staff members is commenting.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Yep. I remember that
Gonna
movie.
send her a shout
Yes,
out.
Batman is Christmas. Whoever put that up, thank you so much.
That's right. That's why they did it anonymously. So
Yeah,
no,
I'm going to find who you are.
I'm held accountable for that.
I need you to be held accountable. How are you doing? We miss you. Happy holidays.
All right, ladies, we're going to get into A Christmas Story. So,
Do this.
what happened?
I said, let's do it. Sorry.
All right. So, as you guys all know, there's so many things about this movie that are pivotal to the movie, from Ralphie dressing up as a bunny on Christmas to him having soap put in his mouth and all the cutscenes that go on in his mind that are all fantasies, you know? From going blind because of the soap poisoning, because he's, you know, to him checking down the robbers with his BB gun and acting like Zorro. John Wayne, or he was acting.
Yes, like John Wayne.
But this movie is a classic. TNT decided, maybe in the last 5-6 years to play it for hours. But it has become a staple for holidays.
I think it's a little longer than that. It might be like in the last
It might be a little longer.
years they've been doing it. Because I think I didn't have kids when they were doing it at first. And I was popped up watching it all day.
So some of our favorites, if anybody wants to go ahead and talk about some of their favorite scenes, we have this scene.
No.
This is
Poor
one of my least favorites. Poor
Right.
Ralphie, but he's a liar.
That's right. I love what his mom says. Oh, don't you give me that look.
His poor friend in trouble. Who is anybody
Exactly.
Oh, that was
had
so petty.
to have soap in their mouth? This
Yep.
is the old
Yeah.
school discipline way. I'm gonna send a shout out to my mom. Thanks. I don't get it a lot, but I have had it once. Terrible.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had that.
I've never had that either.
It will make you lie. I gotta be
Yeah.
honest. To get it
All
over
right.
with.
If you can lie in your mouth, you don't lie anymore.
Yeah, you might say anything at that point. You know, you might put any kind of confession out. So poor
Yeah.
Spliff got a beating from his mother, but that's one of my favorite scenes. I love
Poor
the phone
Stewart.
call.
Yeah.
Mom's all like, "Did you know your son said this to my son?
No, we
you
did
know
not
what my son said? Do you know where he got it?" And the dad and the mom, and she said,
There's the dad.
"Yeah." She said,
Yeah.
"I don't know
What?
his father?"
Right, his father? She was like, no.
That's not his father.
From the living room to the kitchen because he's screaming for dear mercy, right? She hangs up like.
Right. And Ralphie's happy about it.
Right. Who's tried it? Not me, but who's tried it?
I have. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, I was stuck.
Oh no!
It didn't hurt.
I never tried it. I was scared to try it.
Yeah,
just in case.
Yeah.
So to make that part of the movie, it was an optical illusion. They had a hole so he could put his tongue in there, and they were able to do it that way, and it was gummy and everything. So that's how they made the illusion that Flick was there. But I mean, the scene, him coming in with the little Band-Aid around his tongue, like tied up on the top of it, and always made me laugh. He looked so miserable, like he got beat somehow on the way in.
Right.
He looked so miserable.
I thought it was hilarious when the teacher's asking, "Where's Flick?" They're like, "Huh? Huh?"
They really were like,
No.
Colleen said it hurts.
I'm surprised they didn't all just point to the window like.
Yeah.
No one told.
What? The one little girl was like.
Yeah. The whole class should just been like.
She's the class tattletale, but luckily for him,
he would have been out there.
Hypothermia would have said me.
And this is one of those fun facts. A lot of people thought the house was in Hammond, but somebody recreated the outside of the house. But the house actually is in Cleveland. You are right, Kim.
That's right. I saw it too. We have friends in Cleveland. They live close by, so we went there. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and the guy really did a wonderful job on just making it exactly to the movie.
Yeah.
To see. There's also rumors like they're not really sure when this movie took place. They're not sure if it took place in the 40s, 41, 39. They talk about the Packers and the Bears game, which happened in 41. So, in December, so there's a lot of tells, but sometimes the outfits that they wear don't always replicate correctly. Right. Another thing is that when Ralphie breaks his glasses, they didn't have those screws back then.
Right.
Those screws were not created till I think the 60s and 70s.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a couple little things that kind of tell, like, oops, they didn't keep true to the time period.
Yeah. But who really notices that?
Nobody.
Right. Nobody really notices that.
No, I have an uncle who notices. He notices. That's what he's gonna. Yeah, he notices it.
The infamous leg.
Oh.
I'm sorry. This whole movie should revolve around the mom and her her being able not to turn to a bottle because this woman has gone through so much, and the fact the way she looks like, oh my god, it just fell.
Like he put it in the window. Fragile. When he put it in the window, and she's like,
fragile.
Please don't do this to our family.
Right, to our boys. Although, you have to say when she tries to get the little brother to eat his mashed potatoes.
Yes.
It's pretty gross.
I want to block that out. Randy, when he's a little piggy, I didn't like it. I don't think the dad liked it. The mom made him do it.
Obviously not, because he's like, he picks up the paper. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was too much for me. I was like, no. But I did. Now, I really grew up as a kid that was dressed like Randy. I had like 7 coats.
Me too, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
I was one of those kids that had to do that. I remember that. Anybody else have to do that? Remember that?
Yeah. Poor kid got pushed and couldn't ever get back up. Somebody had to get him up. He just lay there.
But the truth is, you were not.
Poor
I
Randy.
never felt a cold drop.
Yeah. Oh, another time period piece that was messed up is that since we're talking about how they sound so whiny, all the kids are so whiny in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The bully that got beat up, everybody knows that back in the 40s, nobody had braces. They had mouthpiece.
Yes.
Right.
So it was
his teeth.
You had the.
I think they wanted to make him like a Dr. Doom, since the time that the movie was actually made. Dr. Doom was such a big, villain in our world, so we were like, throw braces on this kid and make him scary. He was scary in the movie, especially when you're a kid. I was watching like he's a tough customer.
I'm so glad
I know. Ralphie put him down, put him in his place later.
He did. And his mom had to, and I've seen people do this.
Right.
His mom had to walk him in like he's too upset. Let's let him calm down.
there was one flashback that I wish they could have added in. So they had Flash Gordon in the movie.
Oh,
So in
especially
the
that time period, yeah.
in the credits, they credit Flash Gordon, but he never made one of Ralphie's flashbacks. I would have loved
Yeah.
them to have included it. Yeah, because I mean, Flash Gordon was huge, you know.
Yeah.
Flash, you know, it was one of those things where I was like, when I was reading through all the flashbacks that they had, and they mentioned that, and if you go back and watch the credits now, which I did not know this prior to, you know, us doing this whole little thing, I'm gonna definitely gonna look at the credits to see Flash Gordon's on there and be so sad he wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
So this part I thought was really funny. A fun fact about this scene is that while he's waiting, Ralphie and Randy are waiting to talk to Santa Claus at, what is it, Macy's? Was it a Macy's? Or Marshall Field? Sorry.
Well, it had like some kind of off-brand name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I can't remember where they were.
So that kid on the left, that he says like, I like Santa, and he's like really off-putting and weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weird
He
kid.
wasn't an actor. He was actually a kid in the store at that point, but he was talking to the actors so weirdly that the director decided to put him in the movie.
That's what they're looking like.
Yes.
I don't know if that's a good thing. Let's exploit this child for his audience.
I was like, did you just exploit that child? Because he said there like, I like Santa.
What did he grow up to become?
I don't know. And if you guys don't know,
Like, what?
Lovely
Maybe
Ralph.
that put him to college.
I remember
Maybe that
I
money
remember
put him
the
to
kid
college.
was
Let's hope that there's a happy ending.
Oh, Red Ryder BB guns were made in the late 30s. Ah, see, conflicts.
Colleen, are you
yeah.
doing this as we speak?
Super sleuthing it out, giving us the facts.
For me, it was Ivory. Oh God, that's even worse.
That's a treacherous soap. I've never had that one in my mouth, but
That's
I
a treacherous sister.
Yeah, that's a strong soap.
But Beaver's Bill dams. You couldn't get away with that one.
That's right. Didn't that one work?
Defenses.
Just think of it.
I was talking about the damn the Beaver bill. No.
And last but not least,
I was like,
we have
Oh.
Ralphie with his.
I have on my jammies because of this. Jammies became jammied out because
I love that.
Mine just has, you know, Yoda things, but it's
Yeah.
fun.
I love
I
it.
can totally see Alicia in that. Yes, I can see her in that.
Me too.
I'd be like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh
the
no,
soap.
poor Leah Ivory too. Yikes.
Yikes. But yeah, so there's so many different things. A couple of other little fun facts about the movie is that when Ralphie's writing his essay, he doesn't know how to spell the word Christmas.
Well, that could be why the teacher got back to him.
He was like,
Was the classic cute kid though. He was just too cute.
Yeah.
It's a
Yes.
classic.
And I everybody knows, right, that he's in the movie Elf. Should we show it up? Should we show
Please
everybody?
show that. Because I don't know if
All right, I'll
you
look
knows
it
that.
I noticed that.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
you
just
can
watched
do
it
it, right? So
yesterday.
let us see, put the correlation together.
Okay, I'll put up the picture. He is one of the elves, and it's adorable, and I love it
Yeah.
because he still looks exactly the same.
Yeah, he does. Only a
does.
little taller.
All right,
Not
let me.
too much, but a little bit.
All right, let me share this photo.
Oh, that was him for real.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think mostly he does like back end work though. He's not behind. He's behind the camera instead of in front of the camera mostly.
Yeah, he directs movies and things like that too. So yeah, he's still in the film industry. So he's happy left. Our Ralphie has made it big.
That's right.
He's a good-
He's not one of
child
those
actor story
kid
gone good.
movie stars that ends up on Skid Row or.
Right.
You know, we're dead.
Promising and good.
That's right.
All
So
right.
did
So
anybody see the made-for-TV one?
I watched a little bit, but you know, it was. There's something about like Matthew Broderick did a good job. He's very good Broadway. He's always been good on Broadway. It was just the staging didn't feel as
I think I
wholesome.
agree.
Ah,
And there's some movies shouldn't be made into musicals.
right.
And
That's
why.
what it is. Yeah,
it
so
lost-
I
it did. It
I lost
me
me at the
over time. I was
musical.
like,
The kid that played Ralphie was really, really good too. And that it was just that the musicals, maybe they should have done less songs and just done the movie a certain way. But Matthew Broderick was probably the big draw for that. But it was okay. I wouldn't watch it again, unfortunately.
But I
Yeah.
would, and I didn't see the whole thing. But I agree with you. I think it's just the one scene set. It was not the stage. It just didn't give the same effect. I didn't like it as much.
No.
And I didn't even watch. I probably watched like 20 minutes.
And they're probably limited on a television screen too. I mean, who knows what they could have done if it was on like a big screen, you know, at a movie theater.
Mhm.
really have more time to develop things. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of just as weird as the Grinch one. Did anybody catch that one?
No, I'm not a big fan of Matthew Morrison to begin with, but I heard bad reviews about it.
I heard from you the review.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Uh,
Some people
Yeah.
said that they sexualized the Grinch.
It was
So
really
provocative.
weird. It was really weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what what the vision was.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to see it. Right? At least
Yeah.
that's what I felt like. So
That's funny.
Uh-oh.
Granson has the leg lamp.
yeah, my nephew has a leg lamp. That's
All
super
right.
funny.
Well, thank you for everybody that commented. We had a bunch of comments. This is very
Thanks for
successful.
joining us.
We want to talk really quickly before we wrap things up about some of our upcoming events and programs. Miss Tiffany, if you want to take it away.
I'll take it away. We had a wonderful idea. Actually, our assistant director, our manager, right here on our screen, she had a great idea. So we were
Always have
thinking-
great ideas.
she always has great ones, but this is a great one that's going to be kind of a gift for all. We kind of came up with the concept that we aren't able to see each other the same in person the same way, or you aren't able to see, your family and friends, decorations the same way you're used to. So if you would like to show off your holiday decor, indoors, outdoors, your Christmas tree,
There you go.
I'm still not ready.
made her decorations. We have a tutorial up about making
Yep. How to make perler beads. Yep.
Yes, on our YouTube and Facebook pages. So make sure you check that out. But we are inviting you to send us pictures of any of your holiday indoor, outdoor decor or your Christmas tree. And please mail that to our email at asdept@mapld.org. So that's the AS department at mapld.org. Send your pictures. We're running that through February 1st.
February
And we
1st.
want to have some of the pictures. We'll have any pictures you send us, and please keep them appropriate. We are. Any pictures you send us, we will be putting out for display. So please share your holiday decor with us. We'll be doing the same. We are inviting everyone to do it from not just our Madison residents, but from across the world. We would love to
There
see
you
how
go.
you're celebrating your holidays this year. So
Right.
just check us out. More info will be on our website and our social media pages.
Yeah.
So
I would
anybody
also
else wanna talk about what's
say,
going on next?
yeah, let's keep reminding people to keep donating food. We're, still in the middle of a pandemic, and there's a lot of food insecurity out there. And food, coats, hats. Even if you can just give a little bit, even a little bit helps. If everybody gives just a little bit, that helps everybody. So please, non-perishable, unexpired food. Okay? Bring it to the front door. We'll take it in, and we deliver it to the food pantry.
Yeah.
And thank you to everybody that's donated so far. We do it every year, and we are happy to keep it going. It helps out so many families, so we do appreciate that.
And thank you to everyone who gave for the toys, the toy drive.
Yep, we
Definitely.
did a good,
Got a lot.
turnout this year.
We partnered with the Madison Rotary, and they teamed up with us, and we took in toy donations, so we were able to help out. We'll have pictures of that too. We were really impressed with the turnout. So many children. We got mounds and mounds of toys, so they will be distributed in time for delivery for Christmas. So thanks for that as well to everyone who donated.
Yeah. They went to families of where there was an incarcerated parent who could not be with their children this year. So they could not get toys. So we made sure that we could get as many toys as we could for those kids this year.
Definitely.
All right. Anything else? We good? We good, ladies?
We're good.
All right, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Take care.
So
Happy holidays.
The library through Wednesday. Pick up your books, pick up your movies, pick up your DVDs, CDs, whatever you need.
And all your Christmas movies.
Oh.
Yep. Call for Roku.
Don't forget about those
Roku.
melodies. We like listening to them. We have the music at the library too.
That's
Yeah,
right.
don't forget we have the Rokus, we have the Disney Plus. If you guys are looking for those new holiday movies, that's on there too. So definitely check those out. Check out our programming on YouTube on our Matson Area Public Library YouTube page. Check out our website, mapld.org. Make sure you guys go on to our right-hand side, has a schedule listing of all our events. So just keep looking at stuff on our website. It'll be up on our blog, all the good stuff, all the nice fun things we're going to do. Hopefully we'll do more of these little talks since we had some good turnout here tonight. So thank everybody. Happy holidays, and we hope to see you soon. Be safe, take care, and yeah, just welcome the new year.
That's right.
If
Maybe better than last year, right?
Hopefully.
If not sooner, we'll see you next year, everybody.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.